Well, hi there, Paul. Thank you for doing this interview today. Super excited. So let's tell SEACT all about you. So first, I already said your name, but how about you tell us your name, who you work for, and what you actually do?
Sure, yeah. So I'm Paul Straw. I am with Go Triangle. I am part of the Sustainable Travel Services group. So we help promote TDM throughout the Triangle region of North Carolina. I specifically oversee a statewide program called Share the Ride and See. So that's kind of one of the busier parts of what takes up my day. But managing a statewide program keeps me busy for sure.
Super cool. All right. So you work with Go Triangle. So what got you into transportation? And then how did you get involved with SEACT, and how long have you been a member of ACT?
Right. So, yeah, I think a lot of people sort of just fall into this world of TDM. Nobody really picks it. So I'm no different. I think I had my wife and I, we moved to DC. We just decided to quit our jobs in North Carolina. We moved up to DC. I started working with the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments there, and I helped manage their commuter connections program. Just really loved the world of TDM. It really called to me. So I had no education that would have pushed me in that direction, but it just happened and I really, really liked it. So then we ended up moving back to North Carolina, kind of what we call home. And I was fortunate enough to get associated with Go Triangle, where I do similar work as to what I was doing in DC. And it's just been my calling. It's probably going into a decade now or more of working in this industry. So it's a passion. And so ACT obviously falls in line really well with that. Having been a member of ACT back in my DC days to North Carolina days, it's just one of those organizations that's really important for everything that we do in the TDM world. Becoming more involved with SEACT was something that became more important, or something I realized was really valuable to my partnership with this, or my association with this group. So I really like being part of SEACT. It's gotten me closer to individuals and experts in this industry. So I can't recommend it enough.
That's awesome. And I totally forgot that you and I have that DC connection and both worked in TDM up there, and I worked with the COG. So I totally know what you're talking about and how the traffic was.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to throw a curve. Oh, me neither, man. Or the weather. So I'm going to throw one curveball, and then I've got a follow-up fun question for you. But since you've been with SEACT, what made you fall in love with volunteering, and what's the best piece of advice you could give someone who is looking at this and going, how do I want to get more involved and engaged? Why should I volunteer?
That's good. That's really good. It's the people for sure. I like what I do. I like the effort that goes into what we do, and it really feels like we do create change. We help people's lives a lot of time in the TDM industry, and I think that's something that sort of goes sort of unnoticed. You just go through this day-to-day routine of what your job is, but we can really impact lives, and we help improve lives. We help reduce congestion. We help improve air quality. So these are all things that personally appeal to me. So that's really important. And being around like-minded people, you can't beat that. These like you're one of these people that I love to talk to and engage with. So having a bunch of people like-minded really makes that appealing. The key, I think, for getting involved, especially if somebody's just thinking about it, is just do it. Just jump into it. Nothing's complicated. Nothing's rocket science. There's so many people that are going to hold your hand through this process and work with you, and everyone's just lovely. So it's not, there's no real challenges to getting involved with an association. And so I think a really good way is to join a committee, something like that, or chair a committee, or just become I started off in the SEACT chapter as the secretary, and that just exposed me to so much information and so many good people that I can't recommend it enough.
Awesome. Okay, so here's my fun question for you. Since you're a resident tech guy, I think it's really important, and everyone needs to know, if you had 3 apps on your phone, if you could only keep 3 apps, what would they be and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. I got a lot of apps. I got like too many apps, I think. Yeah. Well, first and foremost, and I know my wife, she would agree with this. I have to have Google Maps. I'll get lost in an instant if I don't have Google Maps. So, yeah, I don't even know. I remember the MapQuest days. I remember staring at a printed sheet of paper back in the day with instructions on where to go. So I don't
Oh
miss
man,
that at all.
that's old school right there.
Old school, yeah. So Google Maps is probably number one. Um, I gonna take advantage and promote Share the Ride NC, my statewide program. It has an app, and I actually use it a lot. Like it integrates with some third-party apps like Strava, and so I'm constantly tracking my cycling trips, and all that information goes into this statewide system. So it would be silly not to mention that. And then probably just for sheer fun, I think I'm an Instagrammer. Yeah, I definitely like my Instagram account. It's if you like seeing dogs, follow me on Instagram.
I like the shameless plug. I'm pretty sure your boss will be really excited by that. So nice job.
Always doing my part.
All right. Well, here you have it, folks. Paul Straw 101. Now you know.
Perfect. Thank you.